So we will title this video, Giving God the College Try. What I mean by that, college try is like, those people, not people who pick it up, try it out, put it down 2 minutes later. No, I mean a real college try. Like a year of service to God, a year of true Christianity and what is expected. Reading the Bible pretty regularly. Of course, a lot of people go to church and think they're checking off some kind of box, but that's not necessarily the case. I mean, true Christian service. Living as close as possible to the way Jesus did. Boldly walking in your calling. Praying regularly. Talking to God every day. The college try. If it's something you haven't tried, I highly recommend that you try it. Even if you don't make it for a year, I'd say 6 months is enough time for you to see a real difference. If you were questioning that God was real, I'd say give me 6 months. And after 6 months, come on back and tell me that yes, your God failed me, the end. I'm sure you won't be doing that, but because God is not going to disappoint. Not saying that Christians have perfect lives or that Christians live without disappointment or pain. We absolutely do in our walk. But we also know that that's today and not tomorrow. All pain is temporary. And that's the beauty of being a Christian. Having something to believe in. Because if you have nothing to believe in, as an atheist or whatnot, what genuinely keeps you going is a mystery to a lot of people, believe it or not. Because if you don't have faith that things will get better because God is overwatching your life in its entirety and caring for you and covering you, if you don't have that to lean on, that's a rough place to be. Because you're literally just here. You're just living, you're just surviving, etc. That's a bad place to be. If you're someone who has not given it the college try, 1,000% I have to recommend that you try it out. Read your Bible. I'm not saying read a whole chapter a day. Start small. But do read. If I wanted to be honest, a good place to read is the place that a lot of people seem to know little about. And it's the place we're in currently, which is the book of Revelations. Definitely read that to get an understanding of what's coming. And as you're looking at it, you'll realize we're living in that time right now. If you've had doubts about God, I think Revelations will definitely clear that up for you. Because you'll realize a lot of this is going on right now. This is where we are. And you'll understand why so much chaos is happening. You'll also see that there is a great awakening of the church taking place. People waking up. Great revival has happened where we have this resurgence of God's importance happening in so many different nations. You had this great awakening of Christians where they're finally waking up and realizing what's going on. They could smell the smoke. They see the fire. They understand what's on the horizon. If there was ever a time to wake up and see God, it would literally be now. Time is definitely running out. You've always heard over time that we're in the last days. We can almost say at this point now that we're in the last day. Not literal day like God's coming back tomorrow. Again, he said, no man, nor the angels of heaven know the time that he is coming back. Not even the Son knows, but only God the Father knows. So that recent scare that people had about God coming back, it said in the Bible that no one knew. And if you're a true Bible believer, you would have knew that was cap when it was first said, to be honest. Reading will let you know what you need to know. And you would have known immediately, yeah. If the Bible's real, dog is just talking. And he was, as we saw. As well as everybody else who was hopping on that train saying, yes, God showed me too and whatnot. And then the great apology had to happen right after that. Some people didn't even show up after that. They went into hiding for social media, deactivating accounts and stuff like that. The Bible don't lie, and God don't make mistakes. So 100%, I'm going to say a good place for you to start reading is the book of Revelations at the end of the Bible. I know it's weird telling you not to start from the front, but considering where we are, I think it behoove a lot of us, if we have not read the book of Revelations, to definitely read that and get that information 100% and get an understanding. It might even ignite something in you. But it's good to be back. This is just more of what's to come and stuff like that. Trying to, I guess you could say, convert non-believers into believers. And convincing them, if they haven't tried it, be it from somebody in their life telling them that it was a waste of time, or them just being scared of it, or whatever the case may be, or just flat out saying they don't believe in the spooky stuff, as some people say when it comes to Christianity. I'm extending this hand to you to bring you into the fold. God is calling, and time is running out. So if you haven't tried it, definitely try it. And if you have tried it and have been disappointed or hurt before, I encourage you to come back.